Hey guys, welcome back to Willow Creek. In today's video, we are going to be making some peach jam together using some frozen peaches in my freezer that really needed used up. I just wanted to show quickly the fruit pectin mix that I use from the Dutchman store. The ratio is right on it. It's 3 3/4 cup fruit to 5 1/4 cup sugar, and then 3 tablespoons of pectin. If you are using a package, just go ahead and follow the instructions, or if you are using a recipe from a ball book, follow it exactly how it says it in there. But this is the way that I am going to be doing it. So I went ahead and allowed the peaches to warm up. I did drain off a significant amount of juice from these. If you are making jelly, all of the liquid you would want to keep, but since I am making jam, I went ahead and drained them. And now that this has come up to a full boil, I'm adding the pectin in. Usually I would add the pectin at the beginning and let all of the stuff heat up together, but since I was waiting for this to thaw to drain the liquid off, I just went ahead and added it in whenever it came up to a boil. Now that the pectin is in there, I'm going to go ahead and immersion blend this. And then after allowing it to come back up to a boil after immersion blending, I just went ahead and added the sugar requirements, got that all mixed in together. And this was my first time canning peach jam, you guys. I literally can't even believe it. But this turned out incredible, and I cannot wait to make a bigger batch of this next summer. So I'm just showing the different stages. So as you can see, my spoon is going through the mix and the bubbles are going away. We need to let this go for a full minute at a rolling boil that cannot be stirred down before we begin to jar this up. So at that point, that is where my jam was at. So I went ahead and flipped the stove off and got to filling up all of these jars. We are going to be leaving a fourth of an inch of headspace and processing these for 10 minutes. So I'm just getting all of my jars filled up. I will go back and debubble and do wipe the rims down and everything really good as soon as I am getting these filled up. But like I said, this is my first time canning this, and my husband and I were both just blown away at how flavorful this is. I can't believe I've never tried peach jam before, but I think it's because usually I'm doing so many other things with the peaches. Like we make a really good peach salsa, I make peach syrup, I make peach pie filling, I make peaches in syrup. So I just always have a lot of different things that I am using peaches for. I just never really think to do jams and jellies because I already have so many of them on my pantry shelf already. But I'm so glad that I decided to repurpose these and give this a try because it is absolutely incredible. So after getting all of the jars filled up, I'm just taking a little shish kebab stick and going back and getting all of the bubbles out. And then I'm going ahead and wiping all of the rims down. Anytime you are canning a sugary substance, really make sure you go back and wipe the rims really good because it definitely can inhibit a good seal if you do not get the rims cleaned off. All of that sugar tends to cake on the rim and it can affect your seal. So definitely make sure to wipe all of them off really good. And then I'm just getting my lids on and then securing some bands on these jars. And then we are going to go ahead and get them loaded up in our canner. So just getting all of that stuff finished up. And on one of those rings, it was not secure. So if you go to put your rings on your jars and you're noticing some like grittiness or a little bit of tension, make sure you change the ring out because I have noticed I've tried to use some of them in other times, and that can also inhibit a good seal. So I just went ahead and switched the ring out, made sure I had a better one that was better fitting for the jar, got them placed in my canner, leaving an inch to 2 inches of water above the jars, and got them processed for 10 minutes. So here they are all coming out of the canner. And I've never wanted something to not seal before, but I was kind of hoping one of these didn't seal so that we could have some in the refrigerator for the week. But all of these sealed really good. So the next day, I am just taking a moment to really scrub the jars. Now, I did not have any siphoning on this, but I would strongly encourage just washing the jar anyway. Sometimes the water will leave, residue and things on the jars, and I like them to be clean. This also gives me a chance to go back and check the seals really good, make sure everything's sealed the way it's supposed to. I've had jars seal, and then I went to wash them and take the ring off, and then the lid actually popped off on its own. So it's just a really good way to go back, double check your work, double check that the jars are sealed properly, and make sure everything is good to go before you put them on your pantry shelf. So now I'm just getting them all dried off and I'm going to get a label on them. And then these are going to be put up for future use. So I know this video is kind of short and sweet, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, this was my first time canning peach jam, and my family really enjoyed it also. I think I'm going to gift some of these as Christmas gifts. So this will make a really good homemade gift that I am super excited to gift away. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.